deep in the heart of the world, where the trees grow so tall their tops tickle the clouds, and the mud is so thick it holds your footprints for a week.
Every morning in the Mischief Jungle, the animals woke up slowly. The birds stretched their wings. The beetles went about their business.
And then, there was Barlo. Good morning, Jungle LLE!
The Great Mango Tree, the most important tree in the whole jungle. And Barlo said just one word.
Mango!
Breakfast. He backed up 20 paces. He took a very deep breath.
The whole tree shook.
Ow! Ow!
Sorry, Tuga. Great news, though. Mangoes are falling.
Those mangoes did not simply fall.
The sound of Wumbo arriving is unmistakable. Crashing.
Morning! Morning! Did you fall in the river again? The river was in my way.
He sat down and immediately sat on his own tail, which made him jump up and spin around looking for whatever had attacked him.
Who? Where? Wumbo, your tail is behind you, as it has always been, as it will always be.
Well, it shouldn't sneak up on me like that. Perfect.
Tuga the tortoise had been alive for longer than any tree in the clearing. He had seen many mornings. He had seen many mischief makers. 2 of the 5 were gathered at the mango tree. Somewhere along the river, something large and green and grunt. And somewhere along the river too, 2 golden eyes blinked open. Grim was already awake. Grim had tried to sleep through the crash. He had tried to sleep through the splashing. He had tried to sleep through the general ruckus.
He did not hurry. Grim never hurried. If something annoying was going to happen, and something always was.
You hit the tree again!
Good morning to you, too.
You are covered in mango juice. It's an improvement. That tree is older than all of us. Good morning, Grim.
Is it?
A mango fell from the tree. It landed perfectly between Grim's front claws. He looked at it for a very long time.
Fine. Perhaps it is.
4 of the 5 were gathered. But at the edge of the clearing, Grim saw and heard everything. He always had. He simply chose, most mornings.
And so the morning gathered itself together at the Grango tree, as it always did.
Her name was Dara. She had the most enormous ears anyone in the jungle had ever seen. She could hear a mango falling before it left the branch. But walking into a clearing where Barlo was in charge felt like stepping into the middle of a thunderstorm on purpose.
Don't!
Run! Rock.
The clearing erupted!
Grim, wait, Bay! I'm sorry, Ray. Also, that was a great shot!
Dara stood at the edge of the clearing, utterly still, watching 4 animals run in chaotic loops around the Great
Then she walked calmly to the base of the tree, picked up 2 lovely mangoes, sat down, and began.
Sensible girl.
And so glowed for the first time that morning too. All 5 of them were in the clearing together.
If everyone has so much energy there, I suggest we use it on something useful.
Like what?
Walking, slowly, mindfully, with attention.
What about the vine bridge?
I specifically said slowly.
Right, vine bridge, everyone! Let's go!
The vine bridge was already decided. This was a habit with Barlo. The idea and the going were basically the same thing.
Vine bridge, vine bridge, vine bridge.
OOP!
Vine bridge, vine bridge.
The Vine Bridge. 2 trees, 1 ravine, a lifetime of accident and adventure.
Barlo, don't forget the... I'm fine. I know this bridge like the back of my...
Every single time.
Wumbo, just stepping onto the bridge behind him, was launched immediately into the air, performed complete somersault.
Every time.
You can laugh.
I don't want to encourage them.
Sensible.
Think, and if you pull that one, Pran. No, wait, at the other one, Pran. Actually, just drink. No, don't, Kai. DHAT1.
I see you found the bridge.
The bridge found M.E.
Yes, it tends to do that.
One way or another pecker, they all crossed. Eventually. I'm keeping the flowers.
Of course you are.
From the vine bridge, the path wound downhill through giant ferns. And at the bottom, dude, the mud puddle arena.
The mud puddle arena. Deep in the center. Shallow and slidable at the edges. Ringed.
No! I didn't say anything! You were about to!
Grim looked at the mud on his scales. He looked at Wumbo in the puddle, wagging his tail. He looked back at the mud.
Are you playing?
I am cooling down. It is warm. The mud is cool. This is practical. Practical. Temperature regulation.
The explosion was significant.
Everyone looked at her. Dara looked at herself. She looked at the mud puddle. She looked at Barlo.
Someone's going to pay for that.
The mud fight lasted the better part of an hour. Barlo and Wumbo formed an alliance that 3 minutes.
Dara turned out to be an extraordinarily accurate mud thrower. This surprised everyone, including Dara.
How are you so good at this?
Tuga, come in! I am fine here. It's L-O-V-ly mud.
I can see that.
Grim maintained he was not participating. He kept accidentally participating. Nobody mentioned this. It felt important not to mention it.
And when it was over and quiet, when they had thrown all the mud that could be thrown and said all the things that could...
After the mud fight, everyone needed washing, and washing meant the river, and the river, near its eastern curve, passed right by the Echo Cave.
The Echo Cave. Beautiful, ancient, and possessing one very important quality.
They arrived at the cave mouth, one at a time, dripping with mud, and began washing. Barlo went all...
Barlo, can I tell you something?
Sure.
You know Grim's favorite napping rock? The big flat one by the second river bend? I hit it!
You hit a rock.
I covered it with branches and leaves, so when he goes looking, he won't find it. And he'll be confused.
I know! That is the funniest thing I have ever...
Wumbo. Hi, Grim. My rock. Rock.
It was just a prank. A small one. A friendly.
My rock.
You hid my rock, my resting spot, the one place in this jungle where I can have one single moment of peace.
Everything is just a prank. The mango, the splashing, the vine bridge. Every single thing in this jungle is some...
Look at yourself, Barlo. The act is over. It's time to face who you really are.
I would like to be alone for the rest of the afternoon.
I just wanted to make everyone laugh.
Good intentions are not the same as good choices, Wumbo. Sometimes they look very different from the outside.
I threw a mango at his head this morning, and I laughed about it.
You did both of those things.
We're a bit much, aren't we?
Occasionally, yes.
The afternoon scattered them. Barlo went to the waterfall cliff. Dara went to her ferns. Wumbo knew he was funny. He had always been the funny one. He tripped and everybody laughed. He got up. He did not tell anyone. He walked toward the second river bend, and he began to pull the branches off. He didn't tell anyone. He just did it. Then he sat down in the grass nearby and looked at the rock.
I'm sorry, Grim. You are clumsy and too loud.
I know.
And you have no idea what is funny and what is just annoying.
Wumbo managed not to say anything. He just sat in the grass next to the rock, quietly, while the river moved past them both. Barlo sat at the waterfall cliff and watched the waterfall and thought about what Grim had said. He sat there for a long time.
And Dara went to her ferns. She stood in the afternoon light and breathed in the jungle smell.
Tuga stayed by the river. He watched the water move. He waited. He was very good at waiting. Barlo heard it before he saw it. A low sound. Then a cracking. Then silence.
Then
a massive old tree had fallen. And all of that, tree, rocks, mud, branches, piles. The water had nowhere to go. It was spreading across the jungle floor and pointing toward the mud puddle arena.
Everyone, come to the waterfall! Bring Grim, bring Tuga, bring Wumbo, bring Dara! Tree fell, water going wrong way, come now!
Dara ran. Wumbo galloped. Grim moved fast and knee, and Grim moving fast was something to see.
The blockage was enormous. The fallen tree was older than all of them and wider than Grim was long.
Right. We moved the tree. That tree weighs more than all of us combined. Then we break it up. With what?
Barlo, remember what you did to the mango tree this morning? The running and hitting it?
Yeah!
Do that, but on the branches.
That is a good idea, Wumbo.
I have them occasionally.
The gap opened. The water found it.
And the water found its way. The jungle drained. The great mango tree was safe.
Barlo started laughing first, then Wumbo, then, quietly, Dara. And Grim made a sound that was...
Well done.
They walked back to the clearing together. It was the same jungle, the same path, the same...
As the water cleared, something bobbed in the shallows near the bank.
A nest. Dara moved. She was in the water before anyone else had finished deciding what to do. She caught the nest gently between her chin and the curve of her neck. She carried them carefully to the bank.
They'll be fine. They just need the current to slow down.
That was brave, Dara.
It was just...
Quick!
Quick things take the most courage.
Dara pressed her lips together. Then she nodded once and went to stand beside the mango tree.
The birds were safe. The tree was safe. The clearing was intact. And the 5 animals stood.
Later, when the light had turned deep orange and the first stars appeared, the 5 of them gathered again in the clearing.
It is not that I hate the mischief.
It is that I like to know it is coming. If I know it is coming, Gorham, it is not a problem. It is just a thing that is happening.
Grim, if I'm about to throw a mango at you, do you want me to tell you first?
Yes.
That'll ruin the prank.
Yes.
But you'd not hate it.
I might even move slightly.
So tomorrow, hey, I'll tell you before the mango.
Tell me. Give me 3 seconds. Then you may throw it.
D-E-L. I'm fine. I'm completely fine. This is fine. I'm not tame. I'm absolutely bean.
The night settled over the clearing. The fireflies came back, and the 5 of them sat in the dark.
So, Wall-Fi, what do we do tomorrow?
We could go back to the vine bridge. I think I can get across without the 3rd vine this time.
You will not.
Probably not, but I'll try.
There are wild berries along the North Ravine. I found them last week. Big ones. I was gonna keep it to myself.
North Ravine. Wild berries. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I will come to watch you fall into the ravine trying to reach them.
So you'll come?
Yes. I will be there by the time you have all exhausted yourselves and are sitting still.
That could be a while.
I am very patient.
Before they slept, before the clearing went fully quiet, Barlo had one last idea.
Grim. Mango. In 3 seconds.
Ready.
1, 2, T, tree, E. Clean, magnificent catch. Adequate throw.
That was perfect!
Yeah!
Barlo and Wumbo chased each other around the clearing in the dark. Their laughter lifted into the trees and scattered the last sleepy birds.
Dara checked on the nest one last time. The birds were asleep. She lay down in the grass near.
Grim returned to his flat root, lay down, and looked at the stars through the leaves. Today had been loud. He watched Barlo run down to stillness. He watched Wumbo finally stop bouncing. He pulled his ancient head slowly into his shell and slept.
5 animals in a clearing under a mango tree, under the stars of the Great Mischief Jungle.
The Great Mischief Jungle was always moving, always breathing, always.
And tomorrow the same. Every single one of them would be back at the great mango tree. And the Barlo, who had started every moment of trouble today a seed, slept with a vine flower still in his fur.
Wumbo, who had caused the trouble today a hang.
Grim, who had grumbled at everything today, Hal, kept a piece of mango near his claws all night.
Dara, who had watched from the edges all day hove, slept at the center, beside the nest, where she could hear the birds breathe.
In the deepest part of the night, the jungle was still.
And then, slowly, the way mornings always do, close.
That was how it was supposed to go. And in the morning,
Every single one of them would be back.